Hello, good day. Today we're just going to be following on from my Jnat video, and we're going to be testing these 4 razors. They are called Krosskeys razor, and they are made by a company called, it's either Nowill or Nowill. I'd say Nowill if I was going to say anything. They're Sheffield. Rather nice razor. They've been, well, they kind of say high quality to me, if you know what I mean. Like the steel's definitely good, the grind's good, polish is good, scales are good. One of them you have to be a tiny bit careful coming into. Yeah, it's not that one. It's just hitting the, well, it's not hitting the scale, but you can easily manipulate the scale to hit the blade, if you know what I mean. You have to be careful. If you naturally just put it in, it is alright. We're going to be using my Kent brush today, BLK12S. The old standard, and today I'm going to use a different soap. I've used it before though. This is a Geofumper. I'm sure it's lemon, and it smells a bit lemony, so we'll go with that. I've just got to try and remember what to use the right razors on the right side of my face today, basically. So we're going to test these 4 razors. I don't know if you see the video, it's quite a long one. Well, I couldn't make it any shorter, so here's what it is. But just testing my Jnats basically, probably for the last time on my first one, my older one, whatever one you want to look at it. See what it does. Best sort of outcome for me would, I can't really tell basically, that's what I'm hoping, because it means I was right in thinking my first one was a good razor hone, and that means I'm good in thinking my new one's a good razor hone, like a finisher. This is the first time though I've ever gone from setting a bevel to the naguras that I've got as well, so interest for me anyway, let's put it that way. I hope you're all well. I've been doing a bit of plastering today. If you've had anything to do with plastering, you know it is a mucky job. And I found out something today as well, because I ain't done plastering for a good long while now. But my moustache is basically like a dust magnet, and it was just rigid with dust. It's horrible. Combination of a little bit of wax that I put in. I only put a tiny bit of wax in my moustache, but yeah, it was horrible. I've got more to come yet. It's been a long time since I used this soap, it feels like. What's the month? Yeah, it's about 3 months. I like it, but I don't seem to lather up that great. And I was talking to somebody on Reddit, and he was saying Geofumper's sold out a bit now, and they've changed the recipe a bit here and there, and whether I've got one of the bad ones, I don't know. But I will say it don't really smell much, like it's very, very slight. You kind of expect lemon to kind of just hit you a bit more, if you know what I mean, but this don't. So it's fine if you want something subtle, but I quite like smelling my soaps. Right, let's give it a whirl. So this side, my right, is going to be the Lv5, and I've not tested these in any way other than I tested one Lv5 with a hair, one of my lady's hairs out of a brush. Alright, well I'm very pleased with that instantly, I can tell. Yeah, very good, it's like baby. Right, that's kind of made my day. I'm not going to say it's something I worry about, but I'm thinking, God. Yeah, it's lovely. Feels nice and smooth. I'll tell you what, for one pass, that's tight even on my little problem area. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to test the other Lv5 with the grain, because I get a bit of understanding whether my edge is good, if you know what I mean. Going against the grain, like I can't tell as much because you're physically not seeing the hairs go, if you know what I mean. Yep. Very good. Right, I'm happy, and I'm also chuffed with that. That means what I've been thinking in my head correlates to the stones, to the metal, to the razor, whatever way you want to look at it. So it's like what would you call it? Reaffirming. We'll call it that. It's just good news. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ditch one of them level 5s now, because there's no point. Yeah, that's the one. See, this is the one that's ever so slightly catching the edge. What day is that? Wednesday and Saturday. Try and remember that. I'll give it a few taps and see if I can't help it along. But very happy with that. That's good news, that is. It means basically I can sell my level 4 without worrying anyway that I'm selling sort of like an inferior stone, we call it. I mean, I'm keeping the inferior stone. Notice that it's like disappeared nearly. Yeah, it's just not that great lava really. It's not like I really stalled too much in talking on that one either. It just seems a bit aerated is probably a word, like almost a bit bubbly. Right, so this is my level 5, so this is my level 4. And as I hoped and knew, look at that. Right, let's just quickly test the other razor with a bit of, with the grain. Try and get a better understanding of it that way. It's really good rich steel on these razors. Right, that's level 4. So this is the other level 4. Well, that's good news, isn't it? Because that means I've definitely been thinking they're good Jnats. They definitely are good Jnats. So a bit of a recap for me more than anything. So I've been getting good edges. Yeah, I can't tell. There's a little tiny bit of tufty there, but I might have just missed it. No real difference. I can't tell the difference. I couldn't tell the difference on my face either, which is just what I wanted. Lovely jubbly, as they say. That is good news though, man. It means when I sell it as well, like the level 4, I know I can say like it's just as good as my level 5 really. And I was chatting to somebody via email, like one of my customers, and he was kind of saying like about how, like, you know, restorers don't let go their best stones and stuff, and it's like, well, no, yeah, but if you can't tell the difference on my face, it's irrelevant, isn't it? And the reason I wanted a level 5 is because I want to keep it forever, basically, that level 5. Like, there's, you know, I might end up selling it because I get another one that I prefer, but my theory is it's like I can use my DMT plates on that forever if I wanted to. You know, if I couldn't get access to a Nagura again or whatever, you know, whatever happened, I could use my DMT plate on it and I'm going to get good edges, you know, fix slurry to thin, and I'll get good edges. Whereas the level 4, it's like it's a great big chunky thing, but then you don't know what's halfway down it, do you? You know, and that's always like, not my worry with stones, but that's my guiding principle, you see. So I'm not getting rid of it because I think it's inferior, and I do mean that because it's just the same. There's no telling. You know, and that's 2 different razors on both sides. That's what I mean. People put too much into edges, I think sometimes. I think it's more to do with your technique and your progression, like the mixture of those two. And obviously you need a good finisher, I'm not saying that, but what I mean is it's like, you know, I think it's a lot more to do with your prep beforehand, and obviously your technique. You know, your due diligence, your attention to detail, because if there's one thing I've always had in me since a little kid really, is sort of attention to detail, like without being overboard. Yeah, I'm not happy with this soap, man, especially after going from Captain Fawcett's to back to this one. It's really noticeable. It's like it just won't really thicken up proper. It's just a bit wimpy. Oh. Right, let's go back to the level 5 then. Let's go against the grain. Cool, I just remember I got a spot there. I just went over it. Thankfully it went over it. Like a bloody road bump that was. Nice razors, man, I tell you, really nice. The steel's quite hard. Yeah, they are. They're a proper kind of like hollow grind. I don't know if you can see that. Just getting a bit. Bloody camera sees my eyes. That's it. Real thin grind, but they're quite stiff. So it's definitely like what I'd call a hardish steel. Kind of nearly dead straight they are. Barely any hollow on them. I mean, smile. Look at that, look, the lava's just basically dissipated. Don't normally go that quick. The old chin gets a bit of a twitch on it. As someone like Martin says, my whiskers. I've never looked at it that way, and in a way they are, aren't they? They are our whiskers. Because they are very sensory. Yeah, they're nice razors, man, they really are. Like I said in the video with the Jnats, you can actually find like advertisement. God, can't get the word out. Advertisement. Right, we try again. Adverse. I'm not even going to bother trying now. It's gone, isn't it? Advertisers. Advertisements. It's closer, isn't it? I don't like that. Don't like the lava. Definitely don't. It's definitely got its own sound as well, this steel. Yeah, if you go and find them, it's like the Honourable somebody, I think, from memory. Using somebody's name to promote them. Wobbly chin boy. It's only going to get worse, isn't it? Definitely feels like it's got worse in the last year. I mean, look at that. It's gone really, really thick, really quick. It's got hair in that, but strange going on. See, you only notice, you see, when you swap from one soap to the other like that. Do you want to see what they sound like on my strop a little bit? See if we can get it. Quite quiet on the old strop. Got a bit of a wisp to them. Sorry, I like smelling the metal after it's come off the strop. I've got issues, I think. Right, well, I'm pleased to report to myself that they seem like fine razors. And it feels like I've got a good couple of stones. So I'm happy about that. That's good test done, man. I've learned quite a bit as well about my stone, my new one. Well, and my old one as well, to be fair. It's interesting to see that when I used the naguras on the softer one, especially that soft one, you could clearly tell that was taking up some of the base stone as well, because it was a bit sort of avocado kind of look to it. And then when I put them onto the Lv5, it took ages to get the old nagura going, so I had to sort of resort to a diamond plate, which is what I normally use anyway. In case you scratch your stone, I don't like it. I use my little DMT plate to liven the top of the base stone. Right, well, it's nearly gone already. Yeah, it's tight. Still a little bit there, like, but never bothers me. It's my little problem area. You know, I could go over it from a different angle, and it does get rid of it, but then I don't need to, so I don't. What I have noticed though, like I showed with that Japanese razor, the last one, I'll tell you, man, my prickles were prickly the day after. They were like sharp, so you can tell it's chopping them down like a laser. Right, I love you and leave you. I hope you've had a good day. Continue to have one. I'll see you later. Toodaloo.